A new major Diablo 4 leak has appeared. Now, we are at our hotel at BlizzCon 2019. We are hours away from the event itself. And it looks like this year, the leaks have been coming in a torrent, just a deluge of leaks toward the last couple weeks of BlizzCon here. And
there
this
has
is
been
a
a lot
really
of
big
leaks.
Diablo 4 leak. Now, this is coming off the heels of that Lilith leak, that leaked page from the art book.
We just
covered
saw
that a
that.
little bit in the past. But this leak is a ton of information about Diablo 4, which we will undoubtedly learn tomorrow on day one of BlizzCon. Now, this information comes via Reddit, posted by Practical Brush 12, who, if you look up his post history, he has a legitimate record of leaking things a good 3 to 4 days in advance of actual reveals. It seems like this individual works in the video game industry, not for a particular company, maybe for marketing or something, some kind of third party, and he's been leaking and leaking and leaking, and he has been right time and time again. So what is he saying about Diablo 4? So first off, he says that Diablo 4 is actually going to look dark, gritty, and gross. No more rainbow, shiny bullcrap this time.
That's great.
Locations are toned down, infrequently laid with corpses, wasteland,
Yeah, that's awesome.
grayish deserts, caves surrounded by flesh, rotten crypts, marshes and bogs, plagued cities, you name it. Now, so this right away corroborates the leak that we had last year, November 2018, Jason Schreier saying that one of the mantras, one of the design pillars for D4 would be embrace the darkness. And this very much feels like a return
that's
to
edgy.
form for Diablo, going back to that dark, gothic, gritty feel that a lot of fans
Diablo
felt
2.
encapsulated the spirit of what Diablo was. This really seems like Blizzard listening to what the people wanted. Practical Brush goes on to say they are...
I think that's true. I mean, a lot of people... The thing with, like, Diablo is I remember seeing the game. I didn't play D2. No, you're right. I didn't play D2. I don't understand it that well. But I remember seeing the game. I remember I watched things about the game. I've seen a lot of gameplay for it. And it was much more dark and much more gothic and just, you know, I don't know. It's just a darker game. And I don't know. I feel like Diablo 3 didn't really lead up to that. And that was kind of disappointing for me to see. As a kid, it was creepy. Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Also seemingly much bigger, even open. He seems to be referring to the areas, bigger, more open areas. Characters now are able to ride horses and possibly other mounts. Also, there's contextual
store mounts in
D3,
D4.
Perhaps climbing a wall,
Perfect.
Lost Ark style. In case you're unaware, Lost Ark is a MMO ARPG. It was hyped for years. It looked like a truly next-gen ARPG experience with heavy MMO elements, or perhaps an MMO with heavy ARPG elements. Now, this released in Korea to much fanfare. It hasn't...
What did y'all think about, I watched Quinn play Lost Ark a lot. What did you guys think about the mount thing? I actually think the mounts are fine. I'm completely cool with that. I mean, it's not, like, bad, very cool and fun. Why is it bad, though? Is there a reason why it's bad? Or is it bad because it's a change? It's different. Like, is it bad because it's new? Or is it bad because it's bad? That's what I'm curious about. It eliminates an element of the game. Well, yeah, but it adds another element of the game. So that's like not really, it's not really an argument. Skipping, what is this here? Skipping content with mounts? You just run past, what do you mean skipping content with mounts? Like, am I the only person that has done the different, like, fucking runs in D3 where you just skip everything and run to the high density area and ignore everything else besides that? I mean, I remember that very clearly. That's exactly what it was. Mounts are unnecessary and pointless in Diablo. Well, we don't know that because we don't know what Diablo 4 is going to be like. If they introduce like more MMO elements to it, I feel like, yeah, maybe it actually could make sense. So I'd be okay with mounts in Diablo 4 depending on how they do them.
Yet come to the Western world, but
maps get bigger, it's okay.
Seems like it's on its way. He goes on to say, blood splatters look more like blood and not splashed jam 2. That's one thing about Diablo 3. If you actually pay attention, there's a lot of blood, there's gore, there's dark themes, but it's just the overall tone, the color palette, the art style and direction makes it seem almost like a
it's much brighter
nerfed form of gore and viscera and darkness.
I'd agree with that.
So it sounds like here we're going more realistic, less stylized, which makes it feel darker, grittier. He goes on to say, so far I can confirm 3 classes: Mage, which uses
cares?
fire, ice, and lightning so far.
So that's
Barbarian,
like yeah.
swords, clubs, axes, kicks, etc.
Barbarian,
and
whatever.
druid, lightning, wind, and transforming into beasts. So
That's
far,
fucking
bear
cool.
And werewolf. So
Druid,
we don't know
holy
if this
shit.
means there will only be 3 classes to start with, but this harkens
Holy
back
shit,
to Diablo
Druid.
1. The 3
God damn.
archetypes. Well, the
Damn,
archetypes aren't getting
dude.
covered here, but
Okay.
the mage was like the sorcerer from Diablo 1, the elementalist, sorceress in Diablo 2 as well.
Thanks, Kyle, guy. Appreciate it.
Wizard in Diablo 3. The mage spellcasting class has always been a pillar of the Diablo franchise.
Yep.
Then the barbarian himself has become the martial warrior, covering that archetype. That
Yeah, of
tends to
course.
leave the roguish archetype as seen in Diablo 1, covered partly by the Amazon and partly by the assassin in Diablo 2. The fact that
So Amazons were kind of like, were they like witch doctors? I don't really know. I never played Diablo 2, so I'm just kind of going and assuming. They weren't. They're kind of like, no, they use like a javelin. Amazons were hunters. Okay, yeah, all right, that kind of makes sense. Ranged warriors. Okay, like a ranger, I see.
we're seeing Druid instead tells me that there probably will be more than just 3 classes because we're not quite covering all the archetypes. But shapeshifting is something that a lot of players missed from Diablo 3. People wanted a Druid DLC pack like the Necro pack. And it sounds very much like Diablo 2 style Druid with that shapeshifting into bear and werewolf. He goes on to say that possibly there will be PvP from the start. 4-player co-op is there for sure. Now, I know a lot of people wanted more than just 4-player co-op, so it's...
Was there ever any PvP in D3? Because I remember, like, I'm trying. Let me see if I can find this video. Diablo 3 PvP. It was there, right? Diablo 3 PvP so balanced. Yeah, this was a thing. It just didn't really ever happen. I remember there was one thing where, anyway, I'll talk about that later. But Diablo 3 PvP would be pretty cool, or Diablo 4 PvP would be pretty cool. I just don't know exactly how it would play. I think I'd have to see the way the game works, because in like Diablo 3, like the way the scaling worked and everything was like really confusing.
It's not clear whether it's going to be max 4-player co-op, but I guess
Yeah.
we'll find out soon enough. As for the PvP, we speculated that with David Kim being moved on to the Diablo team, Team 3, a couple years back. David Kim being from the StarCraft team, a very competitive PvP game. It seemed like, okay, well, it seems they want to do something PvP in the Diablo universe. Will it be a new game? Will it be Diablo 4? We'll see. Mind you, do bear in mind for Diablo 3, we were promised PvP arenas. When that was revealed, those ended up getting canceled.
Lying,
so whatever
Andy.
we're going to see tomorrow for sure at BlizzCon, bear in mind, anything can change by the time release rolls around. That said, Blizzard now tends to release games more rapidly after revealing them. In the past, they took many years from reveal to release, which made the game evolve and change.
I
a
like
great
to hear
amount.
this, man.
They've started doing that a lot less. So I'd be expecting maybe about 1.5 years from reveal to release. That's what we saw with Overwatch. So spring 2021 is sort of...
I think it's going to be faster than that, because the leaks also, like, if you want to go by leaks the same like he is, like, they said that they almost were going to announce this shit last year. So I want to be super fucking optimistic and think this shit's going to come out this summer. I want to be like, yeah, it's going to come out this summer 100%, boys. Like, if it comes out this summer, I will be so goddamn motherfucking happy, man. No, yeah. Listen, no way. Listen, if it happens, I will be happy. This Christmas, yeah, right. Okay, but I just really like to see Diablo come out soon as possible, okay? It comes out next month. Yeah, dude.
What we could expect as an earliest release date for Diablo 4. The leak
Right.
goes on to say, all this game seems to be is a wink to the Diablo 2 fans. Lilith being the new Diablo, she's covered in a blood veil, kind of. Okay. Characters being shown sitting at a campfire as character selection. That harkens back to Diablo 2, of course.
Yeah.
Nitty-gritty dark style that 2 was praised for. Some skills also seem to be just taken from Diablo 2 and put in there, like the Sorceress's Charged Bolt. Then outside of his main post, he posted some replies to certain questions. When talking about colors, he said that there are greens and blues and oranges too, but no vibrant colors. Even loot shines feel more fitting in the world. Less saturated colors. He says that the gameplay looks smoother and a little more dynamic than Diablo 3. He says that the
That's
animations look and feel more fluid. Melee attacks are meaty when striking. That sort of
Meaty. I like that. Whenever you attack somebody, it's meaty. That feels fucking good. I think that the main thing that I'm excited for with like D4 is to see it's mostly the art. Like I really just like the art of Diablo more than anything. Like just the way that this kind of shit is set up is really, really fucking cool. Like I guess this might sound silly, but this really, really hyped me up. Like this picture right here. This is fucking awesome. This right here is fucking amazing. I want to see more shit like this. Where the hell is it? There it is.
thing. He again says that it's possible that Blizzard looked at Lost Ark. He goes on to say, in this one, Lilith is being summoned looking like Adria, Diablo with a veil of blood. It's possible she is not the last boss, but maybe it's a fusion. He says, in general, lights look better now, not shining everywhere as D3. He confirms that the point of view is isometric, top-down, not third-person over the shoulder.
Means you can't move your camera around.
Like that. He says, all feels more realistic. Lights seem to work as they should, rather than making whole locations bright with one light source. Even skills look like they are more fitting in the world, more natural, as long as a fireball can be natural. Overall, it looks more polished. So that covers the leak. I think we got a lot of exciting stuff to look forward to tomorrow. I reiterate, I think this will be the biggest, best BlizzCon ever. As a reminder, you can follow me on Twitter. I'll be live tweeting during the opening ceremonies for any major reveals. I'm going to get YouTube videos up as soon as possible. I will be streaming on Twitch. Give me a follow on Twitch. Friday night for 2 hours.
I'll see how I can beat Classic WoW, though.
6 p.m. Pacific. I'm not sure what I'll be streaming, but you're free to speculate on what that could be. And I think that's going to wrap things up for now. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more BlizzCon coverage. Special thanks to my Twitch, Patreon, and YouTube supporters for making these
Pax Trash, thank you very much for the 50 gifted community subs. Thank you very much, Pax Trash. I appreciate that a lot, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you very much. So, listen, I think this is fucking badass. Like, all this information is great to hear. I'm super excited about it. Now, it's like you can look at fucking Diablo 3, and I think that, like, some of it is okay, but, like, let me show you guys. Diablo 3 new season. Well, let me see if I can show you guys this. Season theme, PTR patch notes, best builds. Okay, let's look at the builds here. So this is the way Diablo 3 looks, basically.
Hey folks, this is Ranker with a Diablo 3
and let's see, is there like a...
But again, there are much more
I feel like that seems...
Corpse Lance builds for
like, in there, that's kind of just like a lot brighter than a lot of people would kind of expect to see Diablo. And I think that's really the issue there, you know?
We have the Inna generator build,
shit game.
dropping all the way from C tier. There's a more powerful generator build out there.
Well, actually, I think...
Go ahead.
I think Diablo 3 did it okay in, like, abilities and, like, what classes could do.
Yeah.
Because in D2, you'd have, like, barbarians, okay? Barbarians would be fucking teleporting around, doing bail runs. It was fucking weird, man. Like, barbarians should never be allowed to fucking teleport. That shit is weird, okay?
But what about like a hop? You know how they can do the hop?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, yeah, I can get that. Yeah, that's fine. Diablo demo area at BlizzCon 2019. Okay, what is this? Oh shit, there it is right there. Damn, look at that. And that's like the fucking graphics behind there? Holy wow. Damn, look at this. But
No!
no.
No!
Wait.
No, get that off the screen.
No. No,
Change the channel. Change the channel.
No. What is this, man?